I just ended my stream again.
That up, and then they want to cancel my order. It's disrespectful.
Oh, you had to wait 5 whole minutes
I
for a
noticed that nobody's
cheeseburger?
doing nothing.
Someone calls the National Guard because we have a global emergency in the McDonald's lobby.
Sir, I'm not cussing you out. I'm not calling your family members names, okay? Don't be so serious. I'm over there for 5 minutes. When you send a mobile order, it comes out of there, and you're supposed to do something. Like nobody's paying attention to the receipt. Look in here. Listen, sir. Sir, if I was working here, I would say, I'm sorry, sir, how can I help you? You know, you need to provide service.
You expect them to be normal while you're throwing a toddler tantrum?
Arts, dude.
Such a total lack of consciousness.
It doesn't matter. You're a young person. I'm older than you. I could be your grandfather.
DoorDash's or mobile orders got to come inside.
No,
I heard you said.
I waited in line for 10 minutes already, and
I'm so sorry. That's not in my control.
You waited in the lobby line for just 10 minutes and tried to pull a sneaky maneuver by hopping in his car to cut the drive-through line.
Please come inside.
No. Can you get me my food at the drive-through, please, like I ordered? Are you refusing to fulfill my order?
No, nobody says that. I'm waiting on you to pull up. I'm just done talking. I'm waiting on you to pull up so you can get your food. That's it.
Are you gonna give me my food when I pull up?
Didn't I just say that? If I said it, then yeah. Well, apparently, I got to. You ordered it, right?
Yeah.
Okay then.
Right. Ordered my food at 3:34.
So what?
Now they got me.
You still had to come back inside for your original order anyway. You just spent 20 minutes proving your ego is bigger than your gas tank.
This mother. What he spit in.
Playing on iPhone?
Bro,
now you can play.
ads.
Hello, we're closed until 4:30. This is your staff.
Your sign says you're open 24 hours.
Correct, but when I have no staff, I don't have anybody to make the food.
You can't make any food?
They were already dealing with a staffing shortage, yet they still had to waste time responding to your disturbing complaint.
No, thank you.
You know, I have to go to work now, and I don't have any food. When I go to work, they expect me to work. This is intolerable.
No, I am working. We're cleaning.
I ain't gonna lie. It's not what I expected. Let's see.
You must find embarrass me. Well, listen, I'm old enough to f your mama and rich enough to f your bitch. I'm out of this bitch, huh? You finish this shit, I'm gone. How'd you feel about that?
I wanted to slap you in your face, honestly.
What's your thoughts on the video?
What the... Bro.
From the time Lil Wayne had an interviewer removed for asking the wrong questions to the time Blueface and his girlfriend had a physical fight mid-interview, these are rapper interviews that ended in disaster, starting off with Cam'ron, who had to kick out a guest for repeatedly disrespecting his co-host. Harlem rapper Cam'ron launched a sports news talk show 2 years ago called It Is What It Is, and in one of the episodes that aired a month ago, pro boxer Adrian Broner was brought on as a guest. But while they were trying to have a discussion about sports, Adrian started making things awkward by hitting on one of the hosts, Stat Baby.
I'm mesmerized by Stat.
This nigga here, bro.
I did not know you looked that good in person.
Thank you.
No, but you look so good in person.
Thank you.
For
I
real.
appreciate that.
Hey, what do you think about the welterweight
You like
division?
that singer.
But the welterweight division.
Right. Stat. I love you. What a guy. I'm sorry. My bad, y'all. My bad.
Cam quickly told Adrian to cut it out and keep things professional, but soon after, Cam asked Adrian a question he clearly didn't want to answer, so he deflected by going back to hitting on Stat Baby, but Cam wasn't going to let that slide.
I can't talk. I mean, alright, you told me to stop. My bad, bro. You're amazing.
All right, hey, we gonna have to ask you to go, man. I mean, I have to ask you to go, man. I'm gonna pay you for your time, for being here. I appreciate you. I love you, man.
I'm not doing it again.
Yeah, no. I can't. I asked you the first time. I don't have no problems with you, but I'm gonna pay you for your time. But you can't violate, bro. I told you that.
I'm not, though. I'm not.
Nah, I told you. Boyfriends in here. You know me with my brother.
Oh, shit, my bad, bro. My bad.
Nah. But I appreciate your time.
They don't want you to.
I hate these ads.
Cam then proceeded to count out Adrian's payment for showing up, which he handed Adrian before escorting him out of the room. But while Cam had to kick a guest out, this next rapper cussed out his interviewer and stormed off after he was asked a simple question. 607 Unk is a rapper known mainly within the St. Louis hip-hop scene, but another thing that brought him more attention was an interview he gave on Off the Porch 2 years ago, where he made some very outrageous claims.
I was connected with the Illuminati.
Oh, my
The Illuminati?
Yes, I swear to God on my mama.
So the Illuminati is real?
Yes, it's real.
What you mean you used to be connected? I don't think you could leave the Illuminati.
Listen, I'm the first person to leave. I made the ultimate sacrifice. And I got out the Illuminati. So I'm the first person that can speak about it. Yeah, I sacrificed my son.
Your son?
Yeah, I swear to God on my mama. See, looking at me, he can't speak on it. He laughing, but he really know what's going on. See, if he don't want to speak on that. I'm keeping it real. So that's how I got out. So I'm half Illuminati and half street.
According to 607 Unk, he also wrote Nelly's 2000 hit song Country Grammar, and this led to the interviewer asking him his age, but Unk felt pressed by the question, so he cussed the interviewer out and walked off.
Why'd you leave the Illuminati then?
Because I wrote Country Grammar, first of all.
Wait, Nelly?
Yes, I wrote
Country Grammar.
He laughing. He think it's a joke.
The Diamond Song.
I swear to God on my mama, I wrote Country Grammar. I was the ultimate sacrifice. I was really the one writing it. Like, I wrote Country Grammar. I named it and everything.
Wait a minute. How old are you, Unk? You wrote Country Grammar?
Tell him how old you is, Unk.
Listen, as long as I've been on this show. I've been on this show, so I watched this show a lot of times, right? I ain't never saw you ask no motherfucker how old they is. You know what I'm saying? You must try to embarrass me. But listen, I'm old enough to your mama and rich enough to your bitch. I'm out of this bitch, huh? You finish this shit, I'm gone.
As Unk said, he had been on Off the Porch a lot of times in the past, but on one occasion he completely disrespected another guest on the show to the point of them walking off. This time, 607 Unk showed up alongside one of his artists known as Karma 2Z's, and in response to a question about why he signed with 607 Unk, Karma had only good things to say about Unk, but Unk didn't show Karma the same love and let it be known how trash his album was.
Me and Unk locked in type shit, like, I don't see it, like, Unk ain't never do me no type shit, like, Unk always put me in a position, so like, when I be hearing all this shit, I be like, what the f?
Well, I'm just gonna keep it real. It was all good, like when I signed Karma, right? He had a song called Her, right? The song went up everywhere, and then as soon as I signed him, he put out an album called The Blackout, and I'm gonna keep it real, it didn't do no good. I didn't make no money off of it. That's what I want. But that shit,
Stop lying, I'm
just gonna keep it real.
Stop lying.
I'm just gonna keep it real.
Don't do that on this platform.
I'm gonna keep it real.
Don't do that on this platform.
We can't lie on here. Everybody know. Nobody listening to it. Who riding around listening to it?
Who? What? Niggas crashing.
No one listening to it, gang.
Unk embarrassed Karma further by saying he also advised Karma to start catching bodies to promote his music. Karma understandably didn't appreciate being made fun of by his label boss and had to walk off the set.
He won't even go kill. Stop that.
Because I was too busy getting money what I'm killing for.
Okay. But the album didn't sell too good. It didn't do too good, right? Blackout, nobody got it. They blacked out. Like, I don't want to see it.
You're embarrassing, man.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Stop playing with me. You got paid to be here. What you doing? You got paid to be here. You got paid. But you got paid to be here. But you trying to embarrass your artist on the screen, though. You been around this nigga too long. Stop playing with me.
You gotta understand.
You're a bad influence.
You a bad influence. You owe down. You owe down my paper.
Stop playing with me.
The interview went on for 20 more minutes after that before coming to an end, but what ended this next interview was a situation of life and death that involved the guest rapper. Back in August, Chicago rapper King Yella was on Cam Capone News for a 2-hour-long interview, but during the interview, Yella had been taking sips from his bottle of whiskey, and at the 2-hour mark, he started pounding his chest and crashed to the floor.
Yeah, that came out, man. That was pretty gruesome right there.
Yeah, that shit crazy.
What's your thoughts on the video?
Well,
yo, good.
Good.
Yella quickly got taken to the hospital, from where he posted a video saying he had heart problems and needed everyone's prayers with him. But thankfully, King Yella is back on his feet and well, judging from his recent activity on IG. And while Yella went viral for having a health emergency during his interview, this next Chicago rapper had beef with his host and ended up cussing him out on his own show. Vic Mensa was a guest on Everyday Struggle in 2017, where he was being interviewed by DJ Akademiks. Akademiks had a question for Vic on the topic of Chicago drill culture, but Vic took the chance to check Akademiks for wanting to speak about the same culture he was previously making fun of.
Tired of sifting through jobs that don't feel...
Do you feel drill is like done? Because you also mentioned that you felt you were a little bit repulsed by the fact that so many people outside the culture of Chicago, they hyped up the music, not knowing that real lives were being affected, deaths and other type of madness happened within the music, and the music was a real life depiction of that. Like, how did you feel about that?
I wanted to slap you in your face, honestly. And I'm just seeing you here, so I'm like, this is a tame environment, so I would keep it to my words, but I really felt as if people exactly like you sensationalized and made a following off of clowning situations that we go through in real life.
Vic further let it be known that Akademiks especially had no right to speak on the violence that goes on in the Chicago drill scene, even if Ak had his justification for it.
And I think, you know, they ain't had no right. You know, you specifically, like, you ain't never have a right. Like, whatever made you feel like you had a space to have a perspective on our people dying on a daily basis?
Drill was so hyped up by everyone. I had to give a different perspective of what that was for people to realize that's not cool. Chief Keef didn't like me, Dirk didn't like me. I mean, I think they grew to understand that the content was not just negative. Right?
No, it was clowning. It was just negative, man.
No.
Like, come on, boy.
You don't think it was nothing constructive about it?
Things continued to get heated when Vic also calls Ak out for another situation involving Ak clowning one of Vic's homies who had lost his life.
And I'm gonna tell you the truth. I really think you a bitch because.
In what sense?
Because there's a video that you put up about a person named Trey 57. Making all these jokes. Oh, here's another Chirac Savage. Like, this guy's stupid. He messed with the Grim Reaper. Like, this is not a video game. That's a grew up with. I've known since I was 5 years old. And to see you come on the internet and, like, with this corny ass little voice and make jokes about it, like, you know, I was waiting to see you. And it's a couple people waiting to see you. I heard you say you didn't want to come to Chicago when I sat down.
Vic admitted that the only reason he didn't end up putting hands on Akademiks was because of the environment they were in. But he went on live a few months later, letting it be known that it would be on site the next time they crossed paths.
And Akademiks, it's on site for you when I see you. You already know you don't want to smoke with me. The whole world know it. They saw you bitch up. I called you a bitch to your face, and you are a bitch in your heart. So shut your motherfucking ass.
But while Vic Mensa pressed his interviewer in that situation, this next rapper was on the receiving end of a confrontation when his host kept pressing him about a topic he didn't want to talk about. Joe Budden was on the Ebro in the Morning show back in 2016, mainly to promote his new album, but Ebro and his crew quickly made it clear that they had other plans for what would be discussed on the episode, including Budden's beef with Drake.
So first things first, Joe, Drake. It all started, you wanted to motivate Drake for bars. That's how the whole thing started.
Who cares?
No, but we gotta, I want to recap it.
We've done this every day for however many months now. Y'all recapped it every day. Y'all know what happened. Let's talk about it.
It seemed like Ebro was interested in talking about anything but Budden's album because Marissa Mendez, a former co-host on Joe Budden's podcast, was also in the room, and Ebro wanted to know from Budden why he fired her.
We're going to talk about Marissa Mendez now. Somebody that has supported you.
Mendez alert.
Somebody who's been there for you, and that out of the blue, because of something she didn't do, you text her, you're fired. Then I call you like, yo, you can't fire Marissa Mendez. Call her. She didn't do nothing, and you never called her.
Nah.
And then you want to go out and act like she opted to just not be on the program.
In response to this, Joe simply said he only took her off the show because he felt it was time for them to go their separate ways. Marissa then called Joe out for firing her by text message and without giving any known cause, but Joe didn't want to speak on it anymore, saying he came on the show just to promote his album.
But the whole fact of the matter is, as a friend and as somebody that I've worked with for years, been friends with for years, I get a text message. You don't even call me and talk to me about it?
No, it was nothing to talk about. Rage in the Machine.
No, there's
September.
No,
I'm getting confused. I just want to promote my album. I don't
But you
care.
really thought you were going to come here, we were just going to straight promote the album, not talk about the elephant in the room?
It wasn't the elephant in the room.
But it is
to me.
for us.
Because literally you took money out of somebody's pocket who you know is trying to pay their bills because of something that they didn't try to do.
That's not my concern. She's an adult.
That's crazy
How she makes her money is not my business.
Apart from making it obvious he wasn't interested in the subject of Marissa's firing, Joe Budden also felt his hosts weren't being objective about the subject and also had to call them out for not talking about his album enough.
Listen, I don't think that you guys are able to have an objective conversation, number one. Number two, this podcast conversation is not a conversation I care to have, especially not early in the morning. Number three, if Peter and or Marissa feel away, then there are other mediums for that to be discussed if it's going to be discussed at all. I didn't know that this would be an utter complete waste of time.
You should have known that. That's crazy. You didn't know that.
Not a waste of time.
We talked about Drake for 10 minutes or 5 minutes. Then we talked about the album for 30 seconds.
And we played your song.
And then we talked about Marissa and Peter for...
Well, what else should we talk about? You want to talk about beats? You want to talk about snares and hi-hats?
Check out Opera GX, the most customizable and best gaming browser out there. If you're a gamer,
Realizing he had nothing more to gain by being there, Joe Budden politely thanked his hosts and ended things early.
I want to thank all of you for your time. Thank you, Laura. Thank you, Marissa. Thank you, Peter. And thank you, Ebro.
What should we have covered?
I don't know. That's y'all job to talk about. It's y'all job to figure out. I don't do a morning show. I do a podcast.
Facts. You could have had a morning show.
And you did have a morning show.
You did.
At some point, there was a morning show. I remember.
Oh, I helped you with that. When you used to lay under the cabinet right here. I used to help you.
Bye, Joey.
Peace.
But while Joe Budden had to end the interview by walking out of the set, Lil Wayne had his interviewer cut off early for talking about the wrong things. In one of Lil Wayne's old interviews, his interviewer started off by trying to make a correlation between brass band music and Wayne's songs, but Lil Wayne felt the comparison was so unrelated that he tried to end the interview before it took off.
Again, I don't make brass band music nor second line music, nor am I into second lines, nor am I into brass band music. So if this is a brass band music or a second line interview, we can end it now because I don't want to talk about that because I'm not into that.
But even after being given a second chance, the interviewer went on comparing Lil Wayne's music to other genres, and this time Lil Wayne closed the interview and had the man removed from the room.
The point I wanted to get to is there is some form of jazz in your poetry.
No, sir, there isn't.
So you never did any kind of poetry that you did write down to use later?
No, I don't want to do poetry. I'm not into poetry. This interview is with a rapper. So I don't understand. Yo, tell Miss Kia I don't like this interview. This one here over with.
Kia?
Yeah, you cut that off. Go ahead. I don't like you. You go ahead. I'm not feeling you.
What did I do wrong to you? Talking about the honest?
Yo, the interview is over, yo.
And like Lil Wayne, this next rapper also lost his patience with an interviewer who hovered too long on the wrong subject. Louisville rapper ESTG came on Bootleg Kev's podcast 2 years ago, and everything went on normally until 20 minutes in, when Kev started asking about ESTG's time as a football player.
Yo, I've seen this picture of you at the NFL Combine.
Yeah.
Which
What? Yeah, I ain't seen no picture of no NFL.
Well, I saw you in like the NFL combine looking like workout.
Yeah, like a workout.
Was that just a workout you were doing for a team?
I don't know how you see the picture. You ain't read the article that came with it.
I just saw a YouTube video where they were talking about you and like I was just watching some of your high school highlights and your college shit. Like I saw like
what YouTube video you seen?
Dude, I don't know, man. It was like a YouTube video. It showed like you announcing that you're going to Indiana State.
It seemed Bootleg Kev was just trying to strike up a conversation because before rap, ESTG was a college football player for Indiana State University, and it looked like he was on track to get into the NFL until he was booked for drug trafficking, which is presumably why he wasn't trying to speak on it too much.
And I was like, damn, this dude was a beast. You played linebacker, right?
What do that got to do with music and shit right now?
No, I'm just curious because I'm a big football fan. So like I'm just like, I'm a huge football fan, and I find it fascinating that like you really like have like a real high level like football run. You know what I'm saying? Before the rap shit like took off. So yeah, I just think it's fast. It's obviously a part of your story. So I know it doesn't have anything to do with what's going on right now, but that's fair.
Bootleg Kev eventually picked up on the vibe and tried to switch the topic, but it was too late at that point because ESTG simply walked off while Kev was in the middle of a question.
I was gonna ask you, like, when it comes to, I remember when you signed with Gotti. I remember the viral moment where there was just all this cash, and at that time, I feel like there was like a bidding war going on for ESTG at that moment. One, what made you rock with Gotti, and what is something over the last 2 or 3 years that you have learned?
Bootleg Kev definitely wasn't expecting that, and right after ESTG left, he let it be known that that was the first walk-off in the history of his show.
For the very first time in Bootleg Kev podcast history, we had someone walk off of the set. Interesting. Oh, well, there's the ESTG interview that he was 2 hours late for.
It would be fairly easy to assume EST walked off because of the topic of his football career that was brought up, but he called Bootleg Kev out on IG 2 hours later, saying he kept asking him unrelated questions that had nothing to do with his album dropping that Friday. Even if he felt some type of way about the direction the interview was going, at least ESTG left without making a big show. This next interview, though, was the complete opposite of that. While Blueface and his ex-girlfriend Krishan were still dating, they came on a segment of No Jumper to talk about their controversial relationship. But 30 minutes into the discussion, Krishan started getting emotional and a bit aggressive.
This one right here, talk to me. Look at me. I'm right here. I'm fucking right here. I'm right here with you. Stop playing with me with Shark. I love you.
Well, I have another hard question.
Hello, babe. Why not?
Come on, why are you doing?
Hey, come on. Hey, Rock.
I'm gonna step out and let y'all do the interview.
All right.
Come on. Stop grabbing me. What are you getting up for?
Hey, stop grabbing me, please.
How far can your
After a quick argument off camera between the couple, Blueface came back to the set but had told security to remove Krishan from the room since she was getting out of character.
Y'all got security in here, y'all better call.
Hey, Syke, can you please help
Call your
me?
security.
Get some help with that, please.
You better get the security quick. Get the security quick. No, take her outside. Take her outside. Take her outside. I don't speak for you. I don't speak for you.
Right.
That's what you said the whole interview. I don't speak for you. So now you're cut, like, bro, close the blinds. Bro, close the blinds. Take her outside if you got to.
Security tried to take Krishan outside the studio, but she wasn't cooperating and ended up wrecking some equipment as she was carried out.
Blue, can you come here? No. No, can
I gotta take you. I gotta take you.
Blue, can you come here? Why are you like that? Can you come here? Hey, come here, bro. What are you like? Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? Blue, what are you doing that for?
Camera down. Do you feel like she's mentally prepared and ready to take on this new life?
I don't remember that.
Hell no. But I feel like I'm the only person who has enough patience for her.
Right.
And similar to the Blueface Krishan interview, this next situation also got heated, except this time things escalated to a strap getting pulled on the interviewer. While Charleston White might not be a rapper, he is a big figure in the scene and is known for being openly against the gang violence associated with rap. So when he learned about the gang-related death of a 15-year-old kid named Tuka in Chicago, Charleston made sure to help out Tuka's mom. On the other hand, Charleston showed no pity for the mothers of slain Chicago rappers King Von and FBG Duck, and made it be known again in his interview with DJ UTV. But DJ UTV tried to call Charleston out for helping Tuka's mom while dissing the mothers of Duck and Von, and this made Charleston go off.
The only thing that kind of like, I guess, bothers the Chicago community is like, if you go do that, you gotta do that for everybody.
I ain't gotta do that. Y'all go do it.
That's the reason.
So what Chicago suck my dick. From the knowledge I got, King Von was a killer. My mama had 2 sons locked up for murder, and my mama let everybody know I'm not in agreement in what my son has done. But look, so this is what I'm saying. You can't make me care about King Von mama. That bitch.
But look,
I helped this mama. Why do I need to know about 2 dead ass? I don't give a fuck about Duck or Von. I helped this living mama. Them dead that preached about killing. Give a fuck what they was. Why y'all not helping their mama?
Charleston kept crashing out and had to take out his strap to show DJ U and all of Chicago that he wasn't afraid of anyone who had a problem with him and the things he says or does.
So y'all go help the bitch. Since y'all got so much to say. Bitch, give me back the money then, hoe. Ass bitch. I ain't have to help now more you rotten ass hoe. In Chicago. Y'all suck my dick, bitch. I keep a goddamn gun for whatever. Keep a motherfucking gun. Keep a motherfucking gun, Chicago. Say, homie, you got a nigga, what you got going? Sit down, homie. What you mean what I'm on? Nigga, fuck me with a gun in my hand.
Chill out, man. You tweaking. Yeah, you went too far. Y'all went too far, man. Y'all doing good. Put that shit down.
The interview naturally came to an end after that. But while Charleston White left after pulling a gun on his interviewer, this next rapper got kicked out by his interviewer, who even pulled a strap on him and threatened to end his life on the spot. P.D. Weestraw is an underground rapper from Birmingham, Alabama, who did an interview in 2017 where things went very wrong on multiple occasions. The tension was already set right at the start of the interview when the interviewer tried making fun of P.D. for not knowing the exact age he moved to Alabama.
We're here with Birmingham local artist P.D. Weestraw. What's good, Straw?
What's happening?
Hey, it's good to have you here at Birmingham Unsigned but Major Bio Interviews. And I just want to ask you a few questions so the fans can get to know you a little better as an artist. That's cool with you?
That's cool with me, squad.
I bet. So first off, we start off by asking you, where you from, man? Tell everybody where you from.
I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana, the 504, you know what I'm saying? Moved up here to the 205 Birmingham, Alabama when I was about, what, 3, 6, 9 years old.
When you was about 3, 6, 9 years old.
Yeah.
3, 6, 9, like.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Okay.
The very next moment, Petey gets pissed off as the interviewer's phone started ringing, and to make the situation worse, the dude went on to answer it.
Hey, that can be edited out. Calm down. But
my interview.
Like I said, it can be edited out, man. Calm down. Hello?
What the fucking phone is? My interview.
After spending a good amount of time on the phone, the dude apologized to PD, who then said he was willing to let it slide. But when they got back to asking questions, PD got in his feelings again when the host tried clowning him for giving the wrong answer to a question.
My bad, Straw. That was an emergency, man. That was my wife. She had called me on some emergency. But, you know,
that was
back.
disrespectful.
Say what?
I said that was disrespectful. I don't get no fuck.
What I'm saying is, back to the interview. Back to the interview. I apologize, you know what I'm saying? It was kind of unprofessional, but at the end of the day, you know, we all have, you gonna let it slide. Let everybody know, you know, what started you with this music shit.
Man, I'm trying to reach the top.
with all these niggas in Birmingham and shit, man. You know about my Birmingham top 10 countdown, right? That shit gonna be off the chunk.
Right.
Yeah, man, but goddamn.
But I asked. The question was, let everybody know how you got started. Like, what got you started?
You got me started.
The situation then got taken to the next level because Petey tried calling the dude out on all the disrespect and ended up crashing out on him.
I'm saying you can piss me off with the goddamn phone conversation, bro. You ain't do that shit with nobody else. I seen the other that you done did, bro. You ain't do that shit with them.
First off, we edit videos, my nigga. So, like, shit like that happen. You know what I'm saying? And the shit get edited, my nigga. So you don't know what I did with the other people. Calm your ass down, my nigga. And you're gonna either do your interview or you're gonna get the fuck on. It's whichever one you want to do, my nigga.
You a favor, nigga.
Whichever one you want to do.
I'm doing you a favor.
I'm doing you a favor, nigga.
Bro, how the doing me a motherfucking favor?
Okay, then.
So nobody do no motherfucking favors for me. Let's get that shit right, bro.
Okay, then.
On everything, bro. Don't even come at me like that. For real. Don't make me better.
So I'm gonna do you a favor until you get the fuck out my house. How about that?
What you mean get the fuck out your house, bro?
Get the fuck out my house. How about that?
Man, I tell you everything go business, bitch, bro.
Feeling threatened by Petey's words, the interviewer then pulled a strap on him and forced him out of the house.
You tear it up. Tear it up then, fuck ass nigga. Get your bitch ass out.
You pull a gun out, bro?
Get your ass out.
Bro, we go way back. You gonna pull a gun?
Whole ass out of here, nigga, before I kill your motherfucking ass, nigga. Now what the f you thought this shit was?
I tear this shit up,
Get your bitch ass up out of here before I spark on your whole ass.
You his house?
Yeah, I know.
Sneeze.
I know. What the f wrong with these whole ass niggas? Shit.
Petey might have taken it too far with his words, even if the interviewer was being pretty disrespectful. But in this next situation, a pair of rappers completely flipped out on an interviewer over what should have been some respectful advice. TikTok rap duo and internet meme The Island Boys came on Logan Paul's podcast in December 2021 to talk about their career and other stuff they had going on. But about 25 minutes in, one of the co-hosts, known as George, tried giving the twins some financial advice, and they didn't take it well.
I think if God forbid it doesn't go in your guys' direction, for real, I think you guys take all of your jewelry assets and invest it in something. So you guys will never ever be broke again. So I don't think there's ever gonna be a broke situation.
One, let me tell you something. George, stop talking. We have multiple.
Wait, that was.
Yeah.
Hey, that was for you guys.
Yeah, you
that wasn't like a hate shot.
I don't need financial advice. When I probably make more money than you.
But that was me being nice. It wasn't me being like an asshole. I could be an asshole. I could turn it up and be an asshole.
Why don't you go talk to somebody else about that? It's not gonna go in your favor. But look.
No, it could go in my favor.
You really don't want to go there.
I could go there because I was giving you guys nice advice and you guys were being assholes.
Hey George, keep talking. I'm gonna walk out.
And just like they threatened to, the Island Boys walked off the set as George kept talking.
I'm right here, you guys.
Okay. So what are you trying to say?
I'm just saying, you guys are throwing a lot of threats. I'm sitting right here.
No one's threatening you.
You guys said it's not gonna go my way.
Yeah.
This is not the Milk Boys. We don't do fake over here.
Yeah. What are you trying to scare me or something? I'm not scared of you, huh, man?
All right, I'm not scared of you guys either.
Okay, so just keep it like that. Feel me?
I'm gonna step in for a second.
George,
Hold on. No, hold on. No.
This is a podcast.
No.
Here, I'm moving for you. I was giving you nice advice, bro.
I agree with that.
What are you trying to show
I'm
I'm
not
showing up. I said, God forbid, which means an accident, and God forbid, a situation would happen.
You know me from Island Boys, but you know I'm thugging, bro, right? You know that, right?
Why don't we just let cooler heads prevail? Why don't we just let cooler heads prevail? You know how to do that.
I told you end it already. You haven't ended it. You keep on talking about it.
But you
I don't know
just
why
said right now.
It's probably because the cameras are still on. Yeah. I already told you to end it.
The twins did try to threaten George, but we all know they're not as tough as they make themselves out to be. On the other hand, this next rapper is known to really be about that life and had to make legitimate threats after a radio host wouldn't stop playing with him. Philly rapper Beanie Siegel came on The Breakfast Club in 2016, and barely 30 seconds in, Charlamagne the God had already set the stage for a heated interview by calling Siegel a hater for putting out a Meek Mill diss track, even when they made a song together not long before.
You sounding like a hater lately, man.
A hater?
Yeah.
How you say that? A hater?
Cause I feel like, you know, you put out 2 diss records, but then you was in the studio with me like 8 days prior to the first diss record, and I'm like, if anybody else did that, I think you'd be saying that was a sucker move. That's kind of snakish.
I don't think you qualified to even say I sound like a hater because you don't know all the particulars. So how you qualified to say I'm a hater? Hate on what and why?
To help Charlamagne understand the situation, Beanie goes into a bit more detail about what actually transpired between him and Meek Mill, but he also wasn't trying to say too much on it. But Charlamagne pressed Beanie again, questioning his loyalty.
I know you say I'm not qualified to speak on it. I'm just observing it, but it just seemed like, loyalty with you lies with who's providing you opportunity at the time.
Man, get the f out of here, Charlamagne, man. Provide me, what loyalty, with who? He ain't provide me no opportunity. He ain't called me and asked me to do that. I did that. I walked into Meek wasn't even there. It was just O'Malley in the studio.
Oh, so O'Malley called you to the studio?
No.
Meek called you to the studio?
No.
Beanie explained that he just happened to come to the studio while the song was being recorded and didn't actively try to get on a song with Meek, and it looked like Charlamagne had finally let it go until he circled back to it again 25 minutes into the interview.
I know I keep going back to this, but it's true. He was in the studio with me 8 days prior.
Did we or did not just answer that?
But you knew he wasn't real. You said he wasn't. You didn't think he was real when you was in the studio with him.
All right, put it like this. Is Kanye a street?
Absolutely not. Absolutely.
But when Kanye put that phone call in, you know the stories. Who was there? He put the call in, I was there. Strapped tooth to nail. Ready to bust ass about the because he a part of our family. You understand what I'm saying?
Now, for people that don't know,
how you don't understand? Because you know why? Because you not from that cloth.
Mom, that's cool. I don't get
you not. That's why you don't understand that.
Beanie was trying to explain that regardless if he had some conflict going on with Meek, he was from Philly like him, so family is still family. But Charlamagne still couldn't wrap his head around it, and it pissed Beanie off, who then started calling Charlamagne out on stuff he's done in the past.
Life's too short to be wasting your time with suckers or people you think is suckers.
So why I'm here then? Because I think you're a sucker. So I should be out, right?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I wouldn't. I mean, that's me personally. I wouldn't sit there and have a conversation with a sucker.
Yeah, you'll sit here and you'll bash a little girl, a little mama till she cry. That's what you do. Coward, nigga. I could say, I think you're a bitch. You let Fredro Starr and them check you, but you made that little girl cry.
They make her cry, but
yes, you did.
Good. Towards the end of the interview, Charlamagne decides to bring up the beef with Meek Mill one more time, but that was the last straw for Beanie because he went off on Charlamagne and warned him not to play with them since he could really get hurt.
If you see, like, Meek calls you and be like, yo, Mac, what's up? Let's squash this.
Put the phone call in. Let's sit down and talk about it.
In your mind, you still think he's not real. He's a sucker.
Why you keep harping on that? We answered that. We talked about that. So don't talk out in that because you want what you want. If you saying you want unity, stop keep doing that, man. Stop running your mouth. You shouldn't. It's dangerous. It's dangerous.
No doubt.
You talking about somebody who went to war with police. It's dangerous. Attempted murders in the height of my career. It's dangerous. You don't know nothing about that, man.
No.
You sit up here and your job is to play games. But play with something safe, man. Don't play with me.
These were times rapper interviews ended in disaster.
Alright, y'all, I'm finna go ahead and switch.